Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the online podcast.
That's a good start.
Alright,
Say your
yeah,
names.
that's good.
Say your names in a clockwise motion.
My name is Jonathan Johns.
My name is John Johnsons.
My name is Poonda.
My name is Kaine.
Maybe the real Kaine was the friends we made along the way.
Shut up. Shut up.
I've been saying that so much that people have actually
My name's
started.
Alyssa. Poon's name is Orion, and Orion's name is Gerbil.
Hopefully, okay, I'll just fucking say your names actually. Because
Okay.
I'm sure people want to fucking distinguish our voices.
They can distinguish mine pretty well.
Who are you? Nice, dude. And I'm Poonda.
Orion.
Kaine, what the fuck are you doing? Say your name.
The audio cut out. I couldn't hear anything.
Say your name. Just say your name, that's all.
I'm Kaine.
Okay, that's that done. And now we are joined by today's toast, Honey. Do you like money? Because with honey, you can...
Not sponsored. Stop.
Okay, let's just start. What was your bit about the fucking start of the comic?
I forgot my bit.
Okay,
Then
let's
get it
just
started.
go through it like or page by page. So you had something to say about like the opening spread.
Okay,
That's the
so on the
second page. We
opening
gotta talk about the
spread-
first page first.
Okay,
fine.
what's the first page like?
Okay, the first page. It's
Okay,
fine.
look, I'm
There's
not going
no-
to sugarcoat this for you. Things are going to get really fucking bad.
Don't read it. We don't want to get sued.
Do you think that I could like voice act for Krull? What's he called? Null? Do you
His
think
name
I
is
could?
Null.
Krull? Skrull?
Canal.
Knull? Dude, I'm gonna at least drop one Wildnut reference in this thing. He's the best Ben 10 alien.
Oh,
Moving
no,
on.
He's not.
He
I'm
is.
arguing about this.
No, Orion. Are you gonna join Kaine in this? You think Wildnut isn't the best Ben 10 alien?
He's not. What's so good about him?
Dude!
Oh my god,
He's-
this is supposed to be
he's
the
orange.
Absolute Carnage. What are we
Shut the
doing?
fuck up!
Okay,
Shut the fuck
okay,
up!
I'm just
Shut the fuck up! He's orange. He has fangs. He's like Space Daredevil, and he has fucking fangs.
I was gonna point out, if he's so great, when like he goes ultimate and it's like the ultimate evolution of him, why does he not develop eyeballs?
He becomes a fucking dinosaur. He doesn't need eyeballs.
Wait, Ultimate Wildbutt is a dinosaur? Dude, I'm on the wild.
No, he's not a
right now.
dinosaur.
He's a fucking dinosaur, dude. Look at him. He's fucking like white and red.
Hold on, I'm looking this up right now. That's... Wildbutt actually looks cool. Okay.
Ultimate
I'm on the train.
Wildnut. Let's look at this
And-
guy.
Can we point out the ultimate round ball when like a million years of evolution just gave him metal plating?
He has gills, dude. He doesn't need eyes. Eyes are humanly and shit. You can poke them. You can't poke gills. His gills are
So
there.
off track. Oh my god.
Dude, look at
Okay,
those
so
fangs.
that Absolute Carnage.
His claws on his fucking
Back-
arms.
back
Not even
to-
his fingers, like
back
his
to
on
the
his
topic
fucking
of
forearms,
discussion.
dude.
Back to the main topic of discussion here.
This is gonna be really strange because I doubt like a lot of the people listening will have the fucking they'll have the fucking issue in front of them.
So do I.
Okay.
Do you not have it pulled up?
I do. It's just surely like most of the people listening to this won't be fucking
Most of
reading
the
that.
people. There's gonna be like 3 people.
It starts with like a page of Null saying some shit. What are those big?
Yeah, okay, the
what are
first
those
page is
yellow
fine.
men?
And Null
It's
isn't
not
saying
Null
anything.
saying anything.
What
Yeah,
are the
because
yellow
he's
men?
talking
Eddie.
about Null.
You're the like the
Yellow
knights.
people? Null. That's about all that matters, right?
You cut out. Can you say that
Anyway,
again?
onto the double-page spread.
Who are the fucking
They're
yellow
like-
people? How many times do I have to ask?
It's just Orion's
Maybe
children,
the real
okay?
yellow
Let's
people
go.
with the friends we made along the way.
Okay,
Stop.
moving on.
Okay,
Uh,
on the first double-page spread, there are like a worrying amount of the characters are Venom Inc. characters. Like, look,
Brian Stegman
there's
did Venom.
Maniac. There's Maniac. There's like Venom Inc. Scorpion. There's Venom Inc. Black Cat. There's like Mania. Even though I know she appeared before, but like she was prominent in Venom.
Yeah, Andy, I think she's called. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't. Well, actually, no. If they use repriced Venom, then it would look really weird with Eddie.
Is Andy the maniac, the female one? Is she like, is there actual important shit done with her, or was she just there for Venom Inc. and a bit before it?
She was there in
like,
Agent Venom stuff.
Yeah, she was Agent Venom Psychic in Philadelphia.
Huh.
And she's in like. I don't think she has symbiote anymore, but she still has powers. I don't know what they are because I haven't
Yeah.
been following any of that.
Because she became like, because she got given hell powers, and then
Oh yeah.
summoned demons. But like, what's all this Venom Inc. shit? No one likes Venom Inc.
I thought it was alright.
Guys, we can't
No.
say anything bad because we need to get Ryan Stegman on the podcast.
I mean,
No.
I think
Okay.
Masterpiece.
I think Agent Venom probably should have kept the Venom symbiote, but I don't know. Apart from that, it's still like it's well, I think. I don't know.
The best way to
Okay,
compromise
no,
is to
no.
let Eddie have the Venom symbiote and keep Agent Venom around with the anti-Venom symbiotes. That way you could still have
No,
both
the
characters
best
Yeah.
way
around
to
and
compromise
whatever.
would have been like giving, like Agent Venom the Venom symbiote because like that he was the one who had all the character development with it, and then give Venom like the Mania symbiote because like
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sure.
Agent
because
Venom,
like that would have still been like a
Really so
manic
cool.
symbiote like needed to like roll.
I mean, to be honest, I probably wouldn't have liked it nearly as much if Ryan Stegman hadn't drawn it. Like
Yeah,
he's the biggest.
but I don't think the
demon
coloring
fighter.
works as well with him in Venom. Inc.
Yeah,
Coloring on Venom Inc. is okay, but like here it's way better. It just fits the art.
the coloring is so good in this. Like,
It's amazing.
Yeah, it like has a really good horror.
It's an amazing colorist, dude. He's so good.
like it's kind of hard to like notice good coloring and good inking and shit in most books for me, but it's so like stand out in this book. It's really
Okay.
good. I like it.
Everything just feels like so dark.
It's so
It
edgy.
works. Everything just works so well.
Yeah.
When did the Thing get the symbiote?
I don't actually know. Probably in the 90s.
I want to read that. That sounds cool.
Didn't
Oh,
Red
no,
Hulk
okay,
have
so
the
the Thing didn't
symbiote
get
and
the
Ghost
Venom.
Rider powers?
So the Thing didn't get the Venom symbiote. There was a Fantastic Four issue where like this random other symbiote like bonded to the Thing.
Huh.
Okay.
One thing about fucking Venom Inc. You can see him there with Scorpion. How come everybody else turns into like a black venomized version of themselves? But when Matt Gargan gets the symbiote, he just becomes fucking Scorpion again. Like you can barely
Also-
even tell he's Venom.
So he
Oh,
was
yeah.
Venom before. Why didn't they just draw him as like big, bulky with the red
Yeah.
eyes?
Dude, Matt Gargan
Also,
Venom.
can we point out?
pretty fucking
Okay,
cool.
let's go to the end of
That
Venom.
Gargan Venom looks cool as different.
He's such a
character,
big,
but I
thick
think
boy.
He's a
No,
thick
okay,
boy, dude.
at
His
the end of
forearm
Venom
could
Inc.
crush my skull.
The Price just absorbs all the other symbiotes he's made and becomes a really big Venom.
Yeah,
And he gets
basically
like
just-
spikes
Yeah.
along his back.
Yeah, that was weird. Lee
that
Price.
was interesting.
Why was Lee Price ever weird?
Oh, guys, we can't say anything remotely negative about Venom Inc. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh fuck.
I still like Venom Inc. for the most part. I was kind of down. I feel like Dan Slott, he does like for Venom Inc. at least the issues are very like singular and kind of one-off. I guess. Like I don't know, it reads less as this big full arc, and there's like all these little issues that happen to be an arc.
I don't even remember Venom Inc. I mean, I remember it being okay, like just because the art was always really good.
Yeah.
I don't
like
remember the other
Spider-Man
guy who did
fucking
it, but I
Robin.
really did.
I mean, I really like Flash's sacrifice at the end of Spider-Man 800 and like his whole funeral and etc. So
And that was
in
good.
that respect,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like
100 was like when it was probably one of the pretty good issues of that Spider-Man run.
on the subject of Flash and going back to Absolute Carnage. Do you think they're going to bring back Flash or like any Age of Venom stuff in the series?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because I know they're going to keep Eddie around.
I feel like they
Somebody
probably. I feel like Donny Cates probably won't do it, but they will eventually. Of course.
Somebody suggested they could they could bring back Flash, give him the Sleeper symbiote, and have him called Sleeper Agent.
That would be cool, but I think they're going to give Dylan the...
Oh yeah.
I want Dylan to just be like a full-on like symbiote human hybrid, like no other symbiote. He's just like got his own cool powers.
Is Dylan like?
That's what he is already.
Is Dylan, was he around before the Donny Cates thing, or did they just invent him
No,
for that?
he was something that they introduced.
Okay. I love fucking Eddie just turns the symbiote into a dog and makes it sit by him on the bus. It's not in it Absolute Carnage. It's earlier in Venom, but like it's just so good. Just a fucking doggo Venom. That's a good idea.
Doggo. It's, yeah.
Next page, I guess. There's.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
very
and Eddie
like.
walking.
That guy doesn't have a hood up, but he has a hood. Dylan, Eddie's son. Why doesn't he put his hood up? It's raining. What a fucking idiot, dude.
Is he an idiot?
Because he doesn't have his hood up, and it's raining.
Oh,
What a fucking numbskull.
This
Dude, I didn't notice that. Dude, what
That's a
an
good
idiot.
point,
Dylan's such a
actually.
dumb baby.
He's such a
Also,
fucking
can we
crit.
point out that that Eddie is supposed to like be looking after Dylan, but he doesn't tell like him to like put up his hood.
Yeah, he might get a cold, man. Imagine
Dude, your
having to
son's gonna
fight
get a
Carnage.
cold. What a dickhead.
Imagine having to fight and run from your life from Carnage and having a cold. That makes it 100 times worse. Just put up
Sure,
your head.
Peter did that in an issue.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, when he fought Moreland, I'm pretty sure he had a cold. Or he was just really sleepy. Something like that.
Wait,
More
what?
is so dumb.
Should we go to the next page or just go on this one?
This is kinda I'm not sure I'm a fan of just doing this page by page. Like what is there to talk about?
Yeah, okay,
Like,
let's
just
talk
these
about what,
things.
Yeah, we'll just go-
okay, let's just talk about what our general thoughts on the issue were.
Okay.
Okay.
That was good.
A nice podcast.
We started a fucking podcast about it. I didn't hate it.
Okay, first things first, I really like the new design for Carnage.
I agree.
Wait, should we go like part by part? So we talk about chapter 1 and chapter 2.
Okay, let's talk about what
Okay,
our opinions
yeah.
on the first part, on the first chapter was. So, I really like the new design for Carnage. Some people were complaining it doesn't have like the red null symbol, but it's like
Why were people complaining? It's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
yeah, people were complaining that it doesn't have the red null symbol, but there's also like Carnage is red. You can't have a red symbol on a red character.
I think
Yeah.
it's because in the first appearance in the free comic book day issue, he was black with red like highlights or whatever. It's red, obviously.
It's very I don't know. He's very like big.
Thoughts there?
That's my
Adding a
fucking
lot to the
critique.
conversation.
He's very big.
He big boy.
He does he not have a stomach? How does he eat people?
No.
He can't
I
eat
think
He's
people.
literally
the
a
whole
fucking
idea is
corpse.
like you're not supposed to be like properly human anymore.
I mean, he has
The
muscles.
point
and
is
shit.
to look like a horror creature, so it's kind of achieving that.
Do you think that symbiotes still need
No,
to brush
because-
their teeth?
Oh my god.
Because not to jump forward, but in like chapter 3, when we see like him like open himself up, he's like not fully like regenerated from the dead. He's still like burned and like disfigured.
He's not even alive anymore. He's like a corpse piloting a symbiote.
Because he's like
I think
a
that's what it
fusion of
is.
the two. Also, he's using the Grendel symbiote now, not the Carnage symbiote.
Yeah, yeah. That's so cool. Like I know someone on Twitter pointed it out, but like the little knobs on his back are supposed to be the wings.
Oh
That's
yeah,
really
he does
nice.
have like little
Oh,
doors.
that's cool.
I like that idea.
Someone
Winged
pointed that out
venom
before
should
we knew it was a
happen, like,
title.
They haven't used winged venom. Winged venom. Like, no, never
They
mind.
used
They
it in
have.
issue 2 of Absolute Carnage.
Yeah, they
That's
have.
an issue
They've
too.
used it all the time. I'm sorry, I'm fucking dumb.
But they only use it like twice. But I mean, I guess I kind of get why, because it makes it look cooler when he actually does use it.
Yeah, also, they couldn't use it after, because they couldn't use it, like, in any other point. They
Right.
could only, because
Yeah.
they could use it in the first arc, and then they couldn't use it after that, because the symbiote was, like, basically neutered. And then after
Yeah.
Malekith had regenerated it, it could do it again. And then Absolute Carnage is the first time you see it bonded to him.
I didn't
the
read
symbiote,
World Around.
Is the symbiote like? Is it? Could it like take the forms of inanimate objects and shit? Like, could it become a fucking venom?
Like that
bulldozer?
time in Pokemon where Ditto just becomes a cannon and shoots the Team Rocket.
Could venom just become a gun?
Just become a rocket launch. Venom's just gonna become a rocket launcher.
I'm pretty sure.
Shoot it at Cap.
Poon, remember that time I told you to find an issue or like a page where Eric Larson drew Venom not smiling,
Yeah,
and you found one?
yeah.
That page, he said he could mimic any material. So couldn't he like mimic vibranium and just not
Yeah.
be weak to anything?
Yeah, like, what does mimic mean? Does he just, like, become the shape of it? Or does he fucking...
I assume he
pick up
takes all the
properties?
properties of it because like he was mimicking. I don't remember what it was, but like he was mimicking certain properties of something. So if he just mimicked, just be like,
In a couple pages, like, before
invulnerable.
Carnage shows up, a couple pages
Hold on, if
before...
he can mimic any property, then why doesn't he like mimic the property of a fire extinguisher and then just be like resistant to like fire?
I don't know if a fire extinguisher is the best thing to mimic, but I see what you're saying.
Why couldn't he just make earmuffs and never be fucking, like, defeated by sound again?
It's a
But I
really
mean,
good
it's
idea.
like,
But why didn't we think of that?
Does Venom have ears? Wait, I need to find a picture of
I don't
Venom.
think the problem is that.
Dude, I know what to draw
I don't
that.
think the problem
Oh, no, he
is
has
that
some
some
ears!
kids don't like the sound of very loud things. Like, it's just they just it's not like they're like autistic and just find loud sounds really difficult to deal with.
He could just, like, make earmuffs for his entire body. It's easy. And he's such an idiot.
Dude,
You
it's
could've
such
just
an
done this
obvious
years
solution.
ago.
Why did you just do that?
Poonda, this is why James asked if you're always high.
I'm proud of that fact.
This is why we all know that you're always high.
This is why I know that I am always high. A couple pages, like, before Carnage shows up, when they see the guy in, is it Times Square? It looks like Times Square. There's, like, that guy in the hat and, like, the fucking Raphael gear, like, the fucking trench coat and shit. They run away from him, but, like, it wasn't Cletus Cassidy.
That was the symbiote. They thought they were being followed by Cletus, but that was
Oh.
actually the symbiote.
Oh, yeah,
Cletus was in the
right.
subway. Okay, so here's what happened. Subway pushed Eddie and Dylan onto the rails and then went inside the crashed train and then exploded through the crashed train.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when I was reading this, I saw that, like, in the panels they show the guy with the fucking trench coat and shit, he's just like a black silhouette. So what if the symbiote, it was literally just like a black symbiote? That's the form it took. It's just like the
I just
symbiote.
realised Venom isn't like mimicking clothes. He takes off his hat and trench coat. Venom, just like the symbiote on its own, went to a shop.
Whose clothes did he steal?
Like,
Yeah, you're right.
went to a
Even his
shop
like
and, like,
shoes and shit.
bought- Yeah, bought a full outfit.
Dude, he probably just beat the shit out of some old man in an alleyway and then took his clothes and ran.
No, I just like the idea of like after War of Realms, then it was like I need to find Eddie. Then he was like, oh no, I need to disguise, and he just like decided to like work. At
Why do you
shop
even
for
need a
bit.
disguise?
But
Just pretend you're a new Spider-Man. Nobody's gonna
No,
question
like
either.
he just like worked at a shop for a bit, earned a bit of money, bought a suit, and then for that one started following Eddie.
Became a functioning member of society for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I love how Cletus Cassidy's like looking good, even though he's been dead for a while. He's been dead, but you know you still need to brush your teeth. It's important.
What do you mean he still needs to brush his teeth? Did he not brush his fucking teeth?
I mean, there's a bit of yellow there, but like they're still alright teeth. I
In
mean,
all
they're
I think it's
fairness
just
to
the coloring.
In all fairness to the
Fucking
man,
Kaine.
when you're a corpse, it is quite difficult to brush your teeth.
I mean, you can just
His
have the
teeth are
symbiote.
fucking sharp as hell, dude. I just noticed
Yeah.
that.
They're short,
Also, I
but
just
they're not like.
I just remembered in
completely yellow.
Venomized that Cletus became like with like a poison.
Did he become a poison or at some point, and then just kind of go back?
What do you mean he became a poison?
In
Okay,
Venomverse.
do you remember Venomverse?
I didn't read
Venomized?
Venomverse, dude.
Yeah, I read the first one. I didn't read Venomized.
Oh, in Venomized, like the poisons came to Earth, and then everybody became symbiotes, and then Cletus became a poison and got like a venom symbiote,
Huh.
and then he just got thrown out, and then it did suck, and then
It
he
was
got
so
thrown
boring.
onto Earth.
Huh.
Venomized and Venomverse seem like they just have cool, like little one-page things, but as a whole, it just like doesn't.
Yeah, like
The
they're
like
so
edge of
tattooed.
Venomverse stuff was cool. Like there's like a
Sounds
sequel
cool
to
because
Old
it's-
Man Logan where like
It's a
like, the
dinosaur
Hulk
symbiote.
kid.
They should make dinosaur symbiotes and shit more. Like if they have the dragon
The
symbiote,
dinosaur
they should do more
symbiote
cool shit
solo
like that.
series. Dinosaur symbiote life story.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on, but wasn't like because Rex in Volume 1 of like Hates' series, he was like called Rex because like the T-Rex symbiote. I thought in like Venom, the Grendel looked like a dinosaur.
Did it? I don't remember that.
I don't know about Venom, but I know that his name was Rex Strickland, and that's why it's just his name, I guess.
Huh.
Vietnam, like a Vietnam Venom symbiote, is such a good idea though. That's just so fucking like metal.
Also,
You know what's
I
even
like the
better?
idea
Spider
that
Nom,
Ash
the
Thompson
comic that
wasn't
never
the
got
first,
published.
like-
That looks really cool.
I've never heard of this Spider-Man.
You haven't heard of that, dude? There's a
I haven't heard
comic
of
pitch
this.
that never got approved. It was called Spider Nom. You can find it on. It looked pretty cool actually. It was just Spider-Man in Vietnam.
Huh.
Um,
I'm looking at
Vietnam.
some of the art now. It actually does look like pretty good.
Yeah,
Speaking of
I would.
Spider-Man at Vietnam, they were
It got
originally going
approved.
to do like the Spider-Man life story as like an ongoing Marvel life story thing for like the entire Marvel universe. They didn't do that.
What if they just made it as like a kind of alternate path for life story? They just went to Vietnam instead of sticking around.
Wasn't there some shit like I saw a headline that was like Marvel retcons Vietnam or some shit?
Yeah, because they had to retcon. I think they made Punisher part of Vietnam War. I don't remember because a good comic book boy.
Venom looks like
Okay.
fucking Pennywise in the first chapter of the It reboot with his big teeth. You know that
Yeah.
you know that shot where like Pennywise he's like in the sewer and he's about to eat Georgie and then he opens his
Yeah, I
mouth and he
remember
has
that.
these big ass teeth sticking out. That's what he looks like when he catches the train.
In the Vastly Superior podcast segment, his amazing friends, he explains that he just talked about like the Venom symbiote supposed to look really like for when it's not on Eddie, and I think that looks really cool.
Yeah.
I agree.
So the scene of when like they're like when like so that's like Eddie and Dylan are pushed onto the chain, not the chain, the train tracks, and then like it's like I'm here, you no us, and then it's just like the just purely symbiote Venom just holding the train back from them is like an incredibly cool moment.
Yeah, I agree.
So cool.
I love the Carnage calls Venom Daddy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty hot. Anyway,
Speaking of Absolute Carnage-Cast.
I wonder if that. Okay, I was gonna say something and I really don't want to say it.
What?
Say it.
It's about the
Moving on.
Moving on, I guess. Venom fucking electrocutes Carnage.
Just going back to page by page.
Yeah. What's like the science behind that? I didn't know before I read this issue, but like that was a thing that could be done if you touch the rails, you would get electrocuted. Is that real?
Yeah, the third rail conducts electricity to the train.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Didn't?
No.
I knew that
Doesn't-
because there's an episode of Charlotte where they're walking on like the tube tracks, and then Watson's like, "Oh no, we're gonna get electrocuted," and then Charlotte's just like, "Only if you stand on those parts, you idiot."
I think, yeah, it's a.
You should try and
Mm,
reenact what
yeah.
Eddie does. Just fucking electrocute someone's face off.
Also, I'm reading this now, and Carnage is so tall.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be. I like that.
Yeah, it's really
Dangerous.
effective.
Yeah. Makes him
Especially
look like he's gonna-
in his like first appearance, Carnage is like more skinny and like just like less like physically like powerful than look like less physically imposing than like Eddie is.
You're talking about the
like,
free
big
comic
bulky
day
guy.
issue, right?
No, I mean like in like Carnage's first appearance.
You mean like okay, yeah.
He's like more skinny and just like he looks less physically empowering because Cletus is like smaller than Eddie. But in this is like more just like monstrous and like tall and like empowering.
That looks really neat.
The symbiote, after he electrocutes Carnage, Eddie's like lying there on the ground on the rails, and the symbiote is like standing over him. The symbiote looks exactly like Morph.
What?
Like Morph, but the colors are inverted. You know that guy that
Say
definitely
his
didn't
name.
die.
Don't say his name.
He didn't fucking die.
He's fucking.
Morph
Damn.
can't
I have
fucking
not read
die.
Exiles, but I started.
He can
reading
very
it.
much die.
Well,
I
he did.
decided- Morph dies. I've only just
Yeah,
finished
Morph
Age
is
of Apocalypse.
I refuse to believe that
No,
Morph
not
is dead.
not Age of Apocalypse Morph. Age of Apocalypse Morph is alive. It was in Exiles, which is the only X-Men comic I've read that isn't written by Sean Hickman.
You
I call him
can't.
Sean.
Really?
Oh,
All
dude.
of the Morphs are alive. Morph can't just die, dude. Morph is an idea.
Go to Morph Heaven.
Okay,
Morph
let's
isn't
stop
just a
talking
man.
about
Morph
Morph.
is an idea. Okay, moving from.
Morph is the night. Maybe the real Morph was the friends we made along
Friends
the way.
we made along
Anyway,
the way.
next page.
So,
Uh,
so Eddie.
So they go on to.
They run away.
So they run away and they go to like apartment number 616,
Wait.
which
Oh, they did go to 616.
Hey, you didn't notice that? Dude, okay. Here's the thing I wanted to say. This is about the Stegman and Friends podcast. I don't think they've ever had an episode where they discuss Absolute Carnage, which is all of them, by the way, where they don't mention that the apartment number is 616. And every single time, Donny Cates takes the time to explain what it's supposed to mean. And then the last time, Ryan just said, yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
It didn't actually. It wasn't supposed to mean anything. And then Donnie was just like, "Oh, he's entering the Marvel universe," and like Ryan just didn't. Just thought it was a nice Easter egg.
Huh.
also in the apartment behind them there's 617, which like makes sense of course. But also in Spider-Gwen there is an 617, and that's the episode. And that's like that's like where Gwenum goes to like accept like what the symbiote is supposed to like mean to her.
It also
Okay.
makes sense because 616, if you add one to it, it's 617.
No, I know that's the actual reason why it's there, but that was just like a nice connection
Yeah,
that I made in my head.
That's good.
But also, can we point out that Peter to be able to like hear what his roommate is saying in perfect clarity, then like hopefully there are like no doors between what he's doing and like the apartment door being open, which means that Peter is just openly just getting changed out of his Spider-Man costume.
But that's not the first time that someone who's not supposed to know about this knows about it.
I was gonna say, Dylan has headphones, and he's also reading a book.
What? Oh, right, he is. That's what I do when I read
Okay,
comics.
okay, it's starting again. Welcome back.
No,
Game
no,
of
no,
Thrones.
no. My problem isn't like he's doing both of those things at the same time. My problem is that in them running away, they also not only were they running away from like this like godlike Carnage now, they also managed to have headphones and a book for Dylan.
They needed to go.
He kept his backpack. That's what I was gonna say. So, right, Normie Osborn. So Normie Osborn.
Before
when
Normie
when they're bringing Normie to like get his codex extracted, right?
Yeah.
So Peter just outright says, "Hey, this is my godson Normie."
Yeah.
Spider-Man. It doesn't make sense.
I love.
No, he doesn't say that to Normie though. He says,
Normie's standing right next to him. He probably has AirPods in or something. Let's be honest.
Can we go back to the apartment scene where
okay, sure.
he meets Peter? Because I have a lot of concerns about this. First of all, I think it's very fucking convenient that Boomerang wasn't there, because surely that would have just ruined everything, and he would have immediately seen that it was Venom. Eddie, they must know each other, right?
I don't think Eddie and Boomerang are
although, okay, so from what I understand, this takes place after the current Spider-Man arc, and I'm not sure if Boomerang's still living with them.
Oh.
Boomerang's still around, I think. I'm not caught up.
Anyway, neither am I.
No.
Caught up that much.
Yeah, I'm rereading this. He just says, while directly looking at Normie, yeah, this is my godson.
Hey Normie, just in case you forgot, I'm your godfather. Peter Parker is the fucking godfather.
Yeah, exactly.
Normie
So
just went home to like Harry one day. I was just like, so it's Peter Spider-Man.
Wait, hold on. Can we go back to the apartment scene? Because I just want to say one thing. That splash page is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Spider-Man's
suit very small though.
I've thought about Spider-Man's suit a lot, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Like it's in all these different parts, but like, how is it skin tight and shit?
You know what?
It's so weird.
When Spider-Man is wearing his suit, why doesn't his hair like bulge out a bit?
And also, why can't you see his toes? Like through his. It's so strange.
I think he's wearing shoes.
But then how would he stick to the wall?
No, he's not wearing shoes. He's probably wearing like some like really thin pads. I think they explain that. I have a book about that like explains how
even then
suit works and stuff.
Like I'm wearing socks and no shoes right now, and I can see my toes somewhat distinctly, and you'll never see them.
Some artists who do draw him with his toes, but it kind of comes down like.
Really? That would be so weird to me, seeing Spider-Man's toes as he's fucking dying.
You might find it weird, but I think it's rather arousing, youngster.
Oh my god. Chapter 2. Hey, let's talk about the Chapter 2 transition page for 30 minutes. How about that?
Okay. So Eddie goes and meets Peter, and they're in his apartment, then they go to a restaurant, and they talk about some shit. What are your thoughts?
I'm just in love with the fact that Dylan hates Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's really nice. He's just been like indoctrinated.
Just like that, J.J. Jameson said some pretty convincing stuff about him.
I hope that like all the Spider-Man villains are like really super big fans of J. Jonah Jameson. I mean, they wouldn't be anymore since he's a fan of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Dude, on all the TVs in the bar with no name, it's just J. Jonah Jameson.
It's so good.
They need to have a new guy that hates Spider-Man. Like, okay, so let's say like J. Jonah Jameson is
J. Jonah Jameson.
There needs to be a Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro. Yes. they need to like introduce some
Spider-Man with facts and logic.
Exactly. There needs to be an anti-Spider-Man Ben Shapiro.
It's just like J. Jonah Jameson.
All been waiting for.
It's just J. Jonah Jameson, except like they cut out all the spaces in the dialogue, so he's talking really, really fast.
I want pictures of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man J. Jonah Jameson, basically, at that point.
Spider-Man is a PC liberal cuck. Fucking SJW, dude.
I think
Spider-Man is such an SJW. I'm gonna cancel him.
I think Spider-Man is moral, and that one personally should not.
Spider-Man gets cancelled. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man gets cancelled for beating Mary Jane.
Yes, I saw
That didn't
happen.
happen, but like not Spider-Man. Spider-Man beating Mary Jane did happen, but like also he didn't get
I've
canceled
got
for
the
it.
issue
Can
where
we
that
expose a
happens.
tweet from 2012?
Okay, alright.
No, I've got the
From
issue where
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
himself,
beats Mary
Twitter?
Jane.
Who's in the Clone Saga?
Yeah, I know. I bought that issue.
Dude, I
just
love the
completely
Clone Saga.
randomly
It's
once.
my favorite.
I'm so hyped to read the Code Saga,
A
dude.
critically acclaimed story.
Which they might be
which isn't
making a
at all
movie
critically
out of.
acclaimed.
Okay,
That movie's gonna be
I
so
don't
They
think
make
fucking
a
Clone
good.
Clone
Saga
Saga
movie
movie would be
terrible.
that bad, actually.
It'll be great, of
Saga
course.
Okay,
No
wait.
shit.
Here's my pitch for a Clone Saga movie. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just the Ultimate Clone Saga.
Yeah, that's
but
the
with
thing.
616
Because if they're
characters.
gonna do a Clone Saga movie, it needs to. It's not gonna be like the actual comic Clone Saga. It's gonna need to be like more movie-like. So they're probably gonna adapt the Ultimate Clone Saga more.
Honestly, if they do the Ultimate Clone Saga, but use Kaine and Ben instead of and Ultimate Jessica Drew instead of Tarantula and Scorpion, I think that could actually work.
There's I feel like continuity is a very weird thing in comics. Like I'm not sure how I feel about for DC and Marvel it just being this one super long running thing. Because then you get all this
DC
weird
reboots.
shit like Spider-Man backhanding Mary Jane and shit in the past.
I think I'd be more up for it being like one ongoing thing if they would let the characters age.
Yeah.
That's a problem, because they would just age way too fast. Because it's been how many years since Spider-Man debuted?
Yeah, add new characters, have Miles.
I don't think people will be a fan of Peter just dying because he's old.
No, but do it in
and
a
then
nice
Miles
story.
taking over. You should have a universe running parallel to 616 where people actually age normally, so you can have those
That's what the
titles without completely replacing the old universe. And the Ultimate Universe
Ultimate Universe did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the Ultimate Universe after Ultimation.
First have
That's my
a
favorite
normal
part.
passage of time, or was it Marvel time?
It was the Ultimate Universe moves in real time. Miles
why the fuck didn't they keep that? That would have been cool.
I remember, I think they referenced 9/11 or some shit in one of the Ultimates books. It was very strange.
Yeah. Okay, that reminds me.
Referenced it in the 616 book, and it was not good.
The symbiotes. You know the new
Spider-Man starts in on the Twin Towers, dude.
I haven't read that issue, but just the idea of Spider-Man. Oh, you go first.
Runs across the Twin Towers in the first 2 pages of the preview.
It's just the idea of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's just jumping from one Twin Tower to the other, and which means that the symbiote saga happened 19 years ago. Which means if Peter Parker's in his mid-20s, which is what's implied, then he must have, the symbiote saga must have taken place when he was 5.
He's 28.
He's a soy boy.
Rotating time scale, or whatever it's called, goes from 1962 to 2018 is 13 years. So that's Peter was 15 and now he's 28. So it's 13 years.
No, but they've
sense for characters that aren't Spider-Man. But whatever.
I love when
fairly recent.
I love when artists and shit do flashbacks to Peter's past. But because of Marvel time they're kind of in the I don't know 90s, early 2000s, when he's getting bit and shit. But it's still drawn how it was in the 60s, so they have all this weird clothing, Peter's in a fucking suit and shit. It's very strange.
It was as worse in Marvel Generations, where they were sending all the current heroes back to the past, and it was just
Why did they do that?
Yeah.
Branded literally every series under Marvel Legacy. Even Ben Reilly's Scarlet Spider was Marvel Legacy. Nobody gives a shit about Michael Van Patrick from The Initiative.
The Initiative.
Yeah, that was after Civil War. There were
What's
3.
The Initiative?
Yeah, it's
I thought
that was
the
after
there's
Civil
an Avengers team for every state.
Team in Texas, and they're called the Rangers, and they were in Scarlet Spider, and they're the best because they're so useless. Basically, just the Watchmen. None of them have powers except for one blue alien.
The Initiative is up here. The Watchmen all the way down here.
The Rangers are better than the Watchmen.
We're doing this over voice. That doesn't work.
we got so off track.
Dude, it looks like this fucking maggot's coming out of Eddie's eyes.
Where were we again?
they're in the restaurant talking.
The restaurant.
Oh
is my
yeah,
favorite
Absolute
part of this
Carnage.
comic.
Yeah, there's one panel where Eddie's crying. It looks like it looks like he's just very passionately yelling, and it looks like there's a maggot just crawling out of his eye, just chilling
Can we
in there.
point out? Okay,
Yeah,
so
It looks kind of
so
weird.
they're just in like a regular cafe. There is Spider-Man, who is clearly Spider-Man, a child,
No
and
one
a
notices
guy
anything.
who is wearing like a hood and sunglasses, and nobody's like tweeting about this or anything. Like, why isn't that happening?
Coffee. I love this issue, dude. And Dylan just
It's
sits on the
like-
counter and reads his comic. He looks so bored.
It's like if New York was like so numb to this stuff, like like the
I
sky.
mean, I'd imagine at this point, yeah, it's like I think
the
at
skies
this point
opened
everyone
up
in
and
New York
North
is dead.
and Norse monsters came like down to us. Like we're used to this.
That happened like a week ago in this timeline, right? Because like it's just
Probably.
at War of the Realms, and then immediately it's like Absolute Carnage.
Yeah, there was. I forget what comic it was, but there was some comic. I think it was like it might have been a DC thing, but there was something. I think it was Trinity War or Forever Evil or some shit, and it was referenced in like DC Rebirth as being a couple months ago. It was. I think it was Jessica, the Green Lantern. Like she just got the ring a couple months ago, and it was like ages ago in real time. It's very strange how comics work in their edges.
Is DC just copying Marvel's fucked up timeline?
Also-
Because I don't
oh,
want
yeah.
that to happen.
Also, yeah, in whether Venom, Cult, or Carnage, they're like, oh yeah, Carnage USA was a few months ago.
What?
Yeah,
Wasn't that in 2014?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Which means, okay, in the context of that, this is what's happened in a few months. The Fantastic Four disappeared. Spider-Man became a multimillionaire. Iron Man died. The superhuman Civil War happened. Captain America became an agent of high. No, Captain America became like an old man. He became a young man. He took over the country. He got overthrown. Spider-Man lost his millionaire position. Tony Stark came back from the dead. The Fantastic Four came back. Like all this stuff happened, including Secret Wars as well. Remember that? Also, like Axis. All this happened in a few months.
It's so great. Marvel time is such a thing to marvel at.
I wonder how long Spider-Verse took, because that was like a huge thing, but like it took too long, right? In context. Also, I really like how Spider-Verse was going on, and at the same time in Miles' comics, it was just like Miles and his dad having a conversation on a park bench.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of like some of the best parts of the Bendis Miles run, where he's just with his dad doing shit.
I didn't actually read
that's
most
something
of
I
it,
sort
but I
of
kept
just
up with
like.
it.
That's sort of something that I dislike about what they're doing with like Miles' dad at the moment, where it's just like a nice guy that's really supportive of like Miles' whole like being a superhero thing, because it's like I liked Miles' dad sort of being like the equivalent of like a homophobic dick dad.
Yeah, I mean it's much better than like. I enjoy those parts much more than like Miles teaming up with fucking Cloak and Dagger and Bombshell. Just who cares?
Oh my god,
Jessica
the all-new
Drew,
Ultimates.
Dylan's favorite character.
Jessica Drew.
Okay, I
Drew
just
is
checked.
the only
The
good
entirety
one.
of Spider-Verse, all of it together, is 608 pages.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit! Wait, are you counting Edge of Spider-Verse?
No, just the main story
Oh,
itself.
fuck.
That's Superior Spider-Man, first issue 33. That's
I actually
like,
have the whole
9
thing as a
issues of
hardcover.
Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2099 issue 5 to 8, like Spider-Verse issue 1 and 2, Spider-Verse Team Up issue 1 to 3, Spider-Woman issue 1 to 4, Scarlet Spiders issue 1 to 3. And
They should introduce like that time thing, Hyper Time. I think it's called in DC, something like that to Marvel. I feel like it would fix a lot of their problems.
What they explain it with in Marvel is like, what's his name? Franklin Richards just keeps everyone young.
Yeah,
And that kind of makes
Franklin
sense.
I didn't
Richards
like
has
that
Franklin Richards is a
explanation.
little baby, and he wouldn't want Spider-Man to get too old.
Why have the
Changed
Fantastic
too
Four
much.
not been cancelled?
Also, I
Zing.
hate that like sometimes Marvel does like a really cool explanation of the future, like Jason Aaron's Forerun, but then immediately that's just contradicted.
Yeah.
All of 2099.
Yeah,
it's like 2099 House of X.
and then there's
Oh,
fucking
fuck,
Iron Man
I forgot
2020, which isn't even the future now.
Oh yeah, Iron Man 2020 is something
Yeah.
that's gonna like be happening.
Didn't they show the
year.
Iron Man 2020 armor in an issue of Iron Man?
Yeah, they
Didn't he
showed.
use
Okay,
it?
so what happened
And-
is the Iron Man 20. So like Iron Man like gets given the power to create whatever armor he wants, and he like connects to like he like unlocks the full power spray, and he creates the ultimate armor, and it's the Iron Man 2020 armor, and then he destroys it. But his evil twin brother, or like his
Yeah.
evil secret brother, who is,
Arno Stark,
happens
right?
to have the same name as Iron Man 2020, takes the suit like blueprints and is like, I will do evil things. Rah!
I haven't
Is
gotten
Arno
that
evil,
far
or
yet.
is he just like an anti-hero type guy? Because I'm not keeping up with Iron Man right now.
I
Wait,
haven't
we're
gone
talking
that
about
far in
Absolute
Iron
Carnage.
Man
What are we
yet.
doing?
Shut the fuck up. I haven't gotten that far in Iron Man yet. I've only read the issue with Arno where like literally all he does is just kill some cows. Like there's something wrong with the cows, so he just kills them or some shit.
It's not
Like that.
surprising that Dan Slott is actually actually quite good at Iron Man, seeing as how he was just trying to write Iron Man for 7 years.
Trying to write Peter is basically everyone except Peter. Can we please
Yeah.
get back to Absolute Carnage? 'Cause we
Okay,
really need to talk about this.
then Peter beats up some guys. Nothing to say about that.
That's like,
Oh, and there's
By
that
the
giant
way-
mass grave.
Oh yeah, the mass grave. Fucking
great.
Thunderbolt Ross dies. The Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thunderbolt Ross. He had the Venom symbiote and Ghost Rider powers at one point in Thunderbolts.
He had the
Yeah,
he-
and also
that's
the
so
other like the
fucking
girl,
metal.
the other
No,
girl
I
in
wanna
that
read it.
like in that team who like of like in like the Circle of Four, who also briefly had the Venom symbiote on her. She
Who?
gets tracked down by Carnage in a tie-in, and like they have like a whole fight.
Who? I don't know what you're talking about.
There was a female Ghost Rider who like gave Red Hulk the Ghost Rider powers, and then she also briefly got the symbiote because of like the whole like Red Hulk having the like
I
symbiote powers
remember
thing.
that actually.
And then like
yeah.
Carnage is now tracking her down.
Google's my best friend. He's like a female Ghost Rider. I'm gonna get so much porn. Oh my god, this is a
Okay.
So I'm looking through this and I saw the adverts.
100
I
Jones
forgot that J.J. Abrams is making a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
is making a Spider-Man.
I feel like I might actually read that like in singles. I mean, I don't know if
the
I
art
think
looks
it'll be.
good. I mean,
Yeah, it's
I like
Sarah
Sarah
Pichelli
Pichelli.
doing it, right?
yeah.
She's great.
Is Sarah Pichelli doing the interiors?
I think.
Yeah,
so.
she's doing everything.
I might pick it up. Doing the covers. Whitehall's doing the covers.
Oh.
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
J.J. Abrams.
No, not J.J. Abrams. The guy who's doing the covers.
It's 2 letters.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know
not
how
that
to pronounce
fucking
J.J.
hard.
Abrams.
Abrahams.
Oh no, no, because like biblical Abraham, his name was Abram, and then like God was like Abraham, so that's his name.
He should rename himself G.G. Abrams so he can be more like hip. Like, yo, G.G.
With the kids.
Good game, Abrams. Good guy, Abrams.
Guy.
So then Peter, he beats up some guys, and then they agree to not hate each other. So they go and find the Mecha to help find Carnage.
They're getting him to because he wants to extract the codices without codices. Sorry, without killing the people.
It's a
Codice.
made-up word. It doesn't matter.
Because Eddie
Formulae.
corrects Peter earlier in the issue. He's actually that's the line.
The Mecha is such a good smile. He's so
Maker is
I
happy.
love
pretty-
the Maker.
What
So
a
much.
warm smile. He looks so happy.
Can Mr. Fantastic like extend his day?
Charming little boy. Oh wait, by the way, yes, he can probably. I mean, I'm surprised Sue hasn't divorced. Oh, that's probably the reason.
that's
Sue
why.
hasn't divorced. Moving off of Fantastic Kid. Fantastic.
That was such an awkward silence. Just moving on.
God, we're such a good podcast. Am I right, guys? We're definitely
Oh
the right
shit, this is a
segment.
podcast, isn't it?
Have you have either of you actually read the Hickman Ultimates run?
Yeah, I
haven't,
have.
but I want
It
to.
was very short.
I saw
though,
it. I
and
saw
then-
part of it at half price books, but it was like the middle of the run, so I didn't pick it up.
It's really good, but I bring it up because there's a couple of panels in it where the mecha like takes off his helmet and reveals why it's so long at the back, and it's because he just has this big old bean of a head. It's so disgusting.
Yeah, okay. In the Venom tie-in to Absolute Carnage, like the Maker takes off his helmet for a moment, and like Dylan and Normie are just disgusted at his head.
Oh,
What? Wait, I haven't seen that because I didn't read the first issue of the tie-in.
It's great.
I just
Okay,
assumed
that's
there was
fine.
some shenanigans going on. Like it comes to Absolute Carnage and it's just like the Maker's on fire or some shit.
Oh yeah.
They're like, yeah, it happened in a tie-in.
Yeah, but no, the Maker's like doing something like, but in the actual like tie-in that came out this week, he's just torturing someone basically by taking out their codex.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what happens
At
because
all.
like when it says like the this girl who's like bonded to a symbiote is like it's like a small child, and then the Maker's just like, yeah, some people would get annoyed. Some people would like be on very relief trying to kill a child. I'm not one of those people. Just like
Say that
Kill
again,
this
you cut off a
7-year-old
bit.
who was just taking out her codex. Okay, he's a good boy.
no, he has a giant gun.
Oh right. I didn't read the first issue of the tie-in, dude. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Mr. Fantastic could probably be a gun as well. He can just like stretch his finger really long, cut off a bit, and then like turn his hand into the shape of a gun, put the
He
finger
just shoots
into the
out
gun,
bones.
and shoot himself. Like,
Also,
it'd be so good.
what was the point of the Miles tie-in to Absolute Carnage?
What
Yeah,
happened
because
in
the
that
ending for
thread?
the Miles tie-in was the same as the main series, main
What
Yeah.
happened
issue
in
2,
it?
right?
What they do?
Okay, you know what? You know at the
He
end of
just
issue
teams up
2,
with Scorpion.
it's just
okay,
that.
sorry.
Hmm.
Anyone listening to this could hear what we just said. Orion, go repeat that, please.
Oh, I said it's like, you know, at the end of issue 2, it's just that.
Pretty much.
We're
Scorpion or something.
we're actually at 54 minutes now of this thing going. So I suppose like we probably wouldn't even need to start issue 2. We could probably like save that for another whole episode.
Yeah. We should finish issue 1, then do 2 and 3 in the same.
Okay. Yeah. Then why the fuck does the Mecha need a scalpel?
I have no clue.
It's cut things
You
I
just-
think.
But he could just like make his finger
Yeah.
really sharp.
Oh yeah, that's something we're gonna do in like an X-Men versus Fantastic Four movie. Like Reed Richards is gonna make his arm like the length of like a single one atom thick, and he was gonna cut off Wolverine's arm.
What?
That's so weird. Like
Yeah,
the Mecha
have you guys not heard about this? They were gonna do like an X-Men Fantastic Four movie. And,
okay. Yeah, I heard
in
the
it,
movie.
like,
I
it
didn't
was
know
gonna
Mr.
be, like-
Fantastic was going to do that.
And then like there's gonna be like there's gonna be like a whole battle in New York, and like it was gonna be like the X-Men versus the Fantastic Four, and like Mr. Fantastic was gonna make his arm one atom thick and just cut Wolverine's arm off because like he could get in between like
It's fun.
adamantium.
just thinking about like Mr. Fantastic in weird proportions because he can stretch anything right, but like artists really only depict him in certain ways, like he has his arm stretching out or like his torso
Always his
stretched
neck.
out. Like why doesn't he just like have really long legs or like why doesn't he stretch his face, not his neck, his face or some weird shit?
Why
Or,
would
like-
you stretch your face?
or, like, why
literally
couldn't he
no
just,
need
like-
for that.
Fucking like stretch out the side of his fucking torso and just like fucking yeet people around.
He could.
Why
This is,
doesn't he
like,
make
in, like-
his? Why doesn't he make the helmet of the Mecha just out of himself?
In Fantastic, doesn't he like
Mhm.
use his shape-shifting powers to like change what his face looks like?
And he does. And I think he
Oh,
can do it in
yeah.
the comics too.
Fucking Miles Teller
Fantastic is
real
such
good.
a bad movie.
I agree.
So bad.
It's so weird.
The first half wasn't terrible. It was bad, but it wasn't as awful as the second half. The second half was just trash.
Doctor Doom was like it was just absolutely pointless. It was like they
Doctor
just
Doom
had
didn't even
Doctor
need to
Doom
be
in
in
there
the movie. Could
for some of the fights.
Okay, next page. He has a scalpel. No, that's not a scalpel. That's a needle.
Do you think Mr. Fantastic can stretch his teeth?
Oh my god! What What is with you? Like, this has
Well,
probably
yeah,
been
because it's right
done.
towards other bones, so he can probably do that.
See, that's what I mean.
Why
Like
aren't Wolverine
nobody
teeth
ever
on bones?
depicts this shit. They only like depict his arms and his neck. Why does nobody depict him stretching his teeth?
Why
He can use
His
those as a
legs,
scalpel.
too.
His teeth.
Why aren't Wolverine's teeth
I would use his
adamantium?
teeth as a scalpel. There's like spit and shit all over there. That's so unsanitary, Pooh. What are you talking? That's probably why he doesn't
It
use
just
his
makes
fingers,
it
too.
easier.
He can't use his fingers because there's bacteria.
You probably
use an
have to
actual
buy that
scalpel.
scalpel. He already has like tons of scalpels just in his mouth sitting there.
You know, on the comic version of Infinity War,
Yeah.
in that there's an evil version of Mr. Fantastic, and it's just Mr. Fantastic, except he's got like long teeth and red eyes.
the comic Infinity War is so strange. The fucking Magus. What a strange character.
I just love all Adam
Dude,
Warlock
the way you
things.
say character is amazing.
Character?
Yeah.
Character.
Character.
I'm just not sure what either of you two are trying to say. I'm just playing it by ear.
Moving on to
I don't know
chapter
what I'm
3,
trying
The
to
Long
say.
Red Dark.
Long Red Dark.
They go to the fucking Ravencroft Institute after saying something with the Maker. I forget. And
No, the Maker's like, hey, there's another Osborn who needs his codex removed who is might be very important.
And they're like, we don't care
And they're
about
like,
normal
oh.
guys.
I have a question about this. Why didn't they just put Peter in the machine? He's literally right there and he has a codex and not a symbiote.
Well, okay, but the thing is, if the machine fails horribly, then they'll be out as Spider-Man.
No, but like it's also okay, yeah, that's fair, I guess.
How does the machine work? Like, couldn't they just like give him like some blood or some shit?
Because the
No,
codex
it's
is
like
embedded in
in
your
the
spine.
Oh,
That's why Carnage kills everyone and rips out their spines.
that's a good point.
No, he just rips out their spines because he wants to play the drums with them.
I think it's true, but I think like the idea is it's supposed to be like in the CNS.
They go to Ravencroft and they sing a song. Who wants to sing the song?
They sing a song and Carnage flies away.
Who wants
and
to
they
sing the song? Give me a beat. No, I'm not doing that.
I don't know what that was. It was me slapping my hands on my desk.
Oh, it's fucking J. Jonah Jameson's son.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Guy.
John Jonah Jameson.
It's the famous astronaut from Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the movie.
And
where-
also,
The
I
werewolf.
like how he's just like, I like how Man-Wolf is just like, Venom, Spidey, look out, he's right behind you. And it's like, Man-Wolf, okay, you were working with this guy like a year ago.
Really? Whoa, what was happening?
Yeah, in the Carnage series, like Eddie and Man-Wolf like working side by side and were friends with each other and etc.
Oh, is that the
I don't
one they
know.
did on fucking back issues?
I don't know, probably. They were-
I don't watch back issues because I didn't even know about Joel
You're,
until.
you're all infalted. I mean, both and all.
This chapter's really fucking
Guys, I've
cool.
had the song You're Welcome from Moana stuck in my head and it's infuriating.
It's a good
I keep
song.
on accidentally singing it in public, and when we were watching it today, I nearly sang it.
Dude, Moana's a good movie. I
I
love
watched
how
Moana.
the
Second,
best song is
Karen's
that
probably gonna
one
walk
with the
in
big
again.
crowd. Shiny.
Make that the
Moving
intro.
on.
Just you and.
Fuck you. Moving
Okay.
on. So
Okay.
then they
It's
talk
bad.
to the star of Spider-Man Unlimited, J. Jonah Jameson's son. And they go to Norman Osborn's cell.
Oh yeah, and then
Spider-Man
Carnage
Unlimited
tears
reference.
his chest open and gets maggots made out of the Grendel symbiote out of his chest and
I
throws it
fucking
at the
love that
prisoners.
so much. It's
Yeah.
so cool.
That was really cool. He
It's
just
so
like
metal.
throws parts
It's
of
so
himself
cool.
at people.
Looks little maggots that eat away. Okay, here's the thing I really like about it. I hate the idea of a maggot chewing the skin in between your fingers.
Ew.
That's just disgusting. Yeah, that's what he's doing in the panel. His fingers, like his knuckles.
It was like when like the symbiote, like the Grendel symbiote, like bleeds out of Cletus's eyes and like it like starts like trying to like melt his mouth, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, the art in this is so good. Oh, right. There was another thing I wanted to say that also involves the Stegman and Friends podcast. They said when they were analyzing issue 1, they were like, Martin, the colorist, he colors everything red when Carnage shows up. I remember I was
that is a
reading
really
this
cool
in the
thing.
car. Yeah, and like as soon as the alarm went off, I was like, "Oh shit, Carnage is here." Cool, because like they don't actually need even like show him. You already know he's there just because everything goes red.
Also,
And
the
that's
symbiote
nice.
drones look really cool.
Yeah, they look cool. Instead of like the normal doppelgangers, I think Ryan said that they have 4 arms instead of 6 for a reason, but I don't know what that reason is, and I want to know very badly.
Okay, but more importantly, this is okay. So they're standing outside of Norman Osborn's cell, and they hear this chick coming after them, and they don't know what it is, and then they find out it's Teeth as all these Carnage like goons come running at them. That doesn't that there's problems with that. It's not
They don't have
fucking
teeth.
okay. They're like, okay, so you have your teeth, and then like a symbiote goes over you, and it clearly makes them these big, long, scary teeth. So, and I mean, teeth aren't like that unless they just naturally had really pointy teeth. So there's clearly
I
like
think it's just 'cause,
symbiote
like,
over their teeth, making it like sharper, and then fucking they still make teeth noises. They don't make symbiote like squishy noises. Like a
Also,
chick
Because
chick chick.
the symbiote, like, no, wait, the Carnage symbiote, which I'm assuming these are like more similar to, is able to turn into solid, sharp objects. So I'm assuming the teeth
I
are
just remembered.
more solid.
Have either of you played the
Sharp
Amazing
teeth. It's
Spider-Man
very
2
obvious
video
that those
game?
aren't good.
Say that again, Ori.
Have either of you played the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game?
I have.
We have.
I have it on
Dude, I
PS4.
couldn't. I remember. I was like, dude, I can't get Spider-Man PS4. I'm just gonna get this instead, and it was
Oh my God.
just not good.
Okay,
It's-
well, you know at the end
Yeah.
where like
Fucking boss fight.
where like Carnage invades Ravencroft and infects everybody with like bits of Carnage.
Dude,
He's
Oh,
Absolute Carnage rip that off.
Absolute Carnage is an
Yeah.
amazing Spider-Man 2 video game ripoff.
Dude, let's cancel Donny Cates.
Yeah.
That's the title of the podcast. Canceling Donny
Cancel
Cates.
Donny
Absolute Carnage ripped off the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game.
And then they
Alright,
fight.
here to hear
I
first,
can no longer
folks.
support this book. It's just not genuine.
I'm never buying another
The
issue
game's
of
even
Venom or
better, dude.
Absolute Carnage.
I'm never buying any Donny Cates.
I'm really excited, but like not in a positive way, to see what they do with Carnage in fucking the Venom movies. Like that post credit scene with what's he called? Not Norman Reedus. Woody Harrelson as fucking Carnage. That's the weirdest and dumbest and strangest casting for Carnage I've ever heard. I just want to see it so bad. So they're
Start the
fucking
entire
fighting the
podcast over.
big Carnage boys, and then some shit happens. Fucking
I really
forearms
like what they're
appears.
doing with Norman.
Forearms appears.
Dude, this is just an army of forearms. This entire comic is a ripoff. Hashtag cancel Donny Cates.
Yeah, they couldn't even make it Wild Nut symbiotes. Moving on because I'm not gonna let you talk
Dude,
about
they should've made
fucking
Ultimate
Wild
Wild
Nut
Nut
anymore
symbiote.
because it's clearly the best backhand aliens.
Dude, cancel.
No,
Donny Cates has been thoroughly canceled.
he's not. He is not the best
Just
one.
shut up, man.
Shut up, Oregon. Okay, Ultimate Wild Nut changed my mind.
Dude, why does Carnage have a tail?
He's not even yellow.
He has like a Carnage has like a nightcrawler tail.
Cannibal is the best alien because he's yellow. End of discussion.
I'm trying
Cannibal
to
is
move
not the
forward.
best.
I'm trying to move forward from your shitty fucking text.
Okay, anyway, moving on. Jack
Carnage
Carnage
has a
grabs
tail.
Peter by the throat. You know what would what I think I would write this like? By the throat, and then Peter says harder.
Why doesn't he call Peter Daddy as well? Like, he had the symbiote before Venom.
No,
Why can't he
he'd be
be Mummy?
Granddaddy.
Call him the
Granddaddy?
symbiote daddy, not Eddie. And plus, Eddie had the symbiote when it's just that it doesn't work.
It's
Oh
fair.
yeah. Also, I just realized
However.
Cletus isn't wearing the Carnage symbiote. He's wearing the Grendel symbiote.
Mentioned that at the beginning of the podcast, but you just realized that?
No. My point being that is if he's wearing the Grendel symbiote, then he has no relation to Venom.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point, but also I don't care and I want him to call Eddie Daddy.
Yeah. No, you're
I don't
right.
have any ulterior motives for
No,
that at all.
Maybe he was calling Eddie Daddy because maybe it wasn't the symbiote calling the other symbiote Daddy, since it clearly wasn't the Carnage symbiote. Maybe it was
Just really
Norman
fucking kinky.
saying it. And then
I
of
think
course
it was
Norman
maybe just a fun
calls Daddy.
reference to how Carnage used to call Venom Daddy.
Yeah.
they should do that more.
I think they developed some kind of weird fetish along the way, and that's why he's still calling him Daddy.
Okay,
Yeah.
but more importantly,
Maybe the whole reason that Cletus is doing this stuff is because he just wants to win Eddie's affection.
It's the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god, hashtag cancel Donny case he ripped off the Lego Batman movie. Like your video game.
then
And
Carnage-
Ben 10.
Carnage
Ben
threw
10.
Spider-Man at a wall. Stop fucking mentioning Ben 10.
Oh shit, this is my
They threw him at the
Page.
door. The door comes open. Norman's standing over Spider-Man, and he says,
this is my
"Isn't this a
favorite page
treat?"
in the entire issue.
But
I
more
love this page so
importantly,
much.
look at his fucking chin. Look at that chin. Look at it.
It's a chin. It's got
Wait, in what
Yeah, it's
page?
pretty
Look at that chin.
pretty nice.
That's such a chin.
Blood dripping off. That's why it looks so long and sharp. It's more round if you
Nah.
there's no blood there.
Maybe he has like a little goatee. And it's just a really strange chin. Hello?
Please cut that out.
No way. I'm staying in, dude. Wait, are you here?
What? Sorry, I just blanked out.
My mom kicked her.
Okay. Anything you want to say about this bit?
I like this page a lot. It's really fucking good.
I agree. Dude, Norman is on that midnight shit. Look at that. Like, what is that? Like a knife?
It's I think you can tell kind of what it is, but I don't remember.
It should be a fucking harmonica.
Okay.
Alright.
It is-
Oh right. So there's one thing I remember in the director's cut. If you go to the script and go to the last page, I don't know if this is in the actual issue, but it says maybe show a Carnage Man-Wolf.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I wish we got that. That'd
It's
be
not
so
on the last
fucking cool.
page. I'm on the last page right now. It's not there, but like I guess that's just because
You could have
Stephen
gotten
had
Carnage
deadlines.
Wildman.
finally something you actually said.
Can we end the podcast?
Let me read out the Okay, so page 60. Just skip to the part that matters. Oh, and also there's a carnageized werewolf in the crew too. Devin, where do we need Jameson place at the end of this issue? So there's supposed to be a man wolf there.
I couldn't see a wolf in there.
He's not there. I that's what I was saying.
Also, I thought the Cletus is gonna kill Manwolf because he has held the symbiote.
That's a good point.
I bet he is dead then. He died fucking off screen. What a loser.
A loser virgin. What a liberal. I bet Marvel Ben Shapiro's gonna fucking debate him.
Carnage calls Peter
That's
the little Carnage Prince. Oh no, he doesn't. He calls Norman the little Carnage Prince. Little Carnage Prince. Little Carnage Prince.
Little Carnage Prince.
Little Carnage Prince.
Right, so
I mean, then that's about it.
Do you guys have anything else to say?
Not really.
So, at the end of the day, we're canceling Donny Case because he's ripping off literally everything.
Cancel Donny Cates.
Have either of you read the Ravencroft thing at the end?
I did kind of skim it, but I didn't fully read it.
I read the second issue.
I read both of them, but I kind of skimmed both.
Oh, wait a second. The patient number. It says SAN, then a bunch of numbers. That must be a reference to something.
That's the first appearance as Carnage, I think.
Yeah, it has to be. Dude, that typing.
Well, no, it's the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy with, what's that guy's name? Is it Livewire?
Carnage Part 1, so I'm assuming it's the first appearance.
Yeah, it's Cletus Cassidy, it's Livewire.
His date of birth is 1993.
1993.
Very young. He's a spry young boy.
Like his in-universe date of birth? Or like when he was created?
It says on the behavioral assessment sheet, like,
then Carnage is like
date of birth 040293. My bad.
Huh.
Anyway.
I feel like Carnage should be older than Peter.
Cletus, yeah, he should be. Or maybe the same age. Would they be the same age when Carnage popped up?
Maybe.
Something.
Carnage, yeah, I don't know.
Cletus seems like he'd be 20-something too.
Is that everything? Does anyone have anything more to say about the issue?
My name is Orion, and that's where the cookie crumbles.
Dude, yes it
Cancel Donny Cates. Cancel Donny Cates.
Cool. It's a good fucking cookie.
Good cookie.
Promo code.
So that's the
guys, we're sponsored by Audible.
Let's end it. End it. Let's sing an ending song. Ending song. We said we would do this.
Aw, man.
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna fucking end.